Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
Lola.
And we're watching The Wire.
7 maybe.
Episode 7.
Is
yes.
it?
We watched half of season
I don't know, I
already.
feel like we're flying through the show a bit. It makes me sad. Like, I know we have 3 more seasons to go, plus like the remaining of season 2, but it makes me sad. I just really thoroughly love watching the show.
I definitely think that people are most excited for season 4.
Oh yeah, I think
Because
I think I've
constantly
seen that. I think I've seen that.
read, not constantly, but from time to time, like that's the season that like I see people mentioning constantly.
Yeah,
like
we'll see. Maybe it's gonna be our favorite.
Very excited, honestly. I mean,
So
very
excited.
excited to see a lot of things that are gonna happen in this season.
Yeah.
I honestly have a feeling that this season just started. But the last episode was very good. Honestly, I really loved
so
the
good.
last episode. It was so good.
I mean, we lost our boy. Dee has died, and I will.
Dee has been killed. Dee has been killed. He has not died.
Yes, correct.
He has been
me.
murdered
Fucking
by Stringer.
Cold-bloodedly
Yeah.
so. Killed.
Also, we saw comments
yeah.
who mentioned something along the lines that Avon, that like in their mind, Avon did not give a go to Stringer to kill.
I mean, there were multiple comments, and like the vibe, I can't remember exactly, there were more comments, but like the vibe of what I felt, because like you people have watched it so like, then I'm just gonna assume that Avon did not, let's say, no, and is potentially gonna be shocked in this episode. Like that's the vibe I was getting, but like I'm not sure, like someone that needs to explain to me the scene in episode 5, was it? In episode 5, like someone needs to explain to me that scene, because like then like I don't know if I misunderstood it at some point. Like I'm not saying
rewatched it.
because like we literally rewatched it 3 times. But like
I'm
I'm not saying that he knew that it was gonna happen now and like this and anything. I don't, like, he didn't. But like they were talking, him and Stringer were talking in the jail, and like they were talking, Stringer was saying that they should like put some real estate in his name so that he will have something to go to when he exits the jail and everything. And he's like, yeah, do it. And then he said, and I think I might be quoting because we watched it 3 times. Like maybe I might remember exactly how it goes, but I think it went, what happened. When it comes to it, I mean, I was fair to him.
Yeah.
When it comes to what? Like he's saying what happened. Like he has to serve this time in jail. And I am trying my best, let's say, to give him good opportunities, even though like he is right now in jail. Like I'm doing my best. But like when it comes to it, I mean, I did my best. Like I'm trying my best, and if it doesn't work,
if he continues,
if he doesn't like make us feel, let's say, confident in him not speaking, then like ... maybe eventually we're gonna have to talk about potentially killing him. In my mind, that's what that meant. That's how the scene went.
Because
like someone correct me, because I don't know how else I'm supposed to be reading the scene. I mean, I don't know if he was like saying, well, I tried my best, so like I can only do that, and let's see what he does. Like that might have been that, but like I didn't get that impression. But apparently that's the impression I was supposed to get, because everyone's saying that he didn't know. And you watched the show.
Everybody's saying that Stringer is the one who made this decision.
Yeah.
Which in my eyes, he was the one who made this decision. Yep. But like in my eyes, he made this decision because he got a green light. You know?
Yeah.
Like that it is okay. That it's not gonna be a big deal. Not like a big deal. I don't mean Avon doesn't care, but like not enough. That's very confusing to me. But at the same time,
I got it most like in the line of like, yes, sure, Avon didn't order it right now, but Stringer knows that he understands that Avon understands that like if Dee doesn't, let's say, fall in line, then because things are gonna have to be done. And the only thing that Stringer did is just like fasten that.
Because in my eyes, I never thought that Stringer would do something like that completely behind, if he thought that Avon would be angry about it.
Yeah.
If he thought that Avon would never approve of something like that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think Stringer, don't get me wrong, I think that would be more interesting for me, for Stringer's character. That like he would cross, he would cross lines and go behind Avon's back if he thinks it's better for business.
Yeah.
You know, that would be interesting. I would find that very interesting for his character. Just like I didn't get that impression at all But I don't know. I mean, I would... that would be interesting for me, for Stringer's character. But also, I would like more if Avon cared for Dee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely like that more. I just didn't get that impression.
Yeah, I mean, and also that impression, at least for me, was like that scene followed up a scene where I personally thought that he was putting his life in danger. And so like that to me was sort of another confirmation that like however much he speaks about family, he's gonna put the business first. And like I don't think you can dissuade me on that. Dissuade me? I don't know if that's the word, but you know what I mean. Like I think like that is simply Avon. Like he does talk a lot about family. I'm not saying he doesn't care about family. He does care about family, but like when it comes to it, he puts business first, which is like why it wouldn't be out of character, at least for how I'm viewing Avon, to like eventually be okay with Dee dying if he doesn't want to fall in line. So like that's just how I'm reading Avon's character, and apparently we might be wrong.
I don't know.
I guess we'll see in this episode.
Will see because like I want to see because like they made it like Dee killed himself or something.
There
like
is
that.
no way they're gonna buy that. No fucking way.
But like I want to see what his reaction is. He gonna think it's Ring or is he not?
I don't know what he's gonna be
because
thinking.
Like
I think the same thing with his what I thought about like Dee's mother finding out that he like killed himself. There's no way they believe that. Like there's no way that Avon, who is in this business and know how things are done, he believes that Dee killed himself. And the only way that he believes that Dee killed himself is if he wants to believe that Dee killed himself, so that like he would make himself feel better.
But like not make himself feel better, make himself feel more guilt, in my opinion. Because I think if he thinks that Dee killed himself, he would feel guilt. Because he would then think that like Dee killed himself because of him.
Honestly, I was not thinking in that direction at all. I was not thinking in the direction that he might feel guilt about if he does believe that he killed himself, he will feel guilt. That didn't, honestly, didn't even fucking cross my mind. I feel like he is the type of a person that like, if he hears that Dee killed himself, would be like, oh, that was a coward's way out or something like that. I feel like that's how he would view it. He would like not, let's say, respect it. I don't know.
Like
I mean, that would be interesting. That would be like, a 180 for me to do on Avon because I would not be expecting that.
Because I honestly can't imagine him saying that's a coward's way. I mean, maybe it's gonna happen, but like I'm just thinking in the direction that like either he's gonna feel guilt,
okay,
or he's gonna think somebody killed him. Mm-hmm. And that's gonna be conflict with him and Stringer at some point, you know.
I was wondering, last episode they were talking about having kind of to do a rebranding because their product is like very shit, and I was like wondering at that point, like it kind of crossed my mind when Stringer was talking about rebranding it. I thought like, is this your little way of somehow taking over? And I'm not quite sure how I feel, like what I'm expecting more from Stringer. Like if I expect him to be like loyal to the core to Avon, or if he has his own ambitions and is gonna take that route.
I don't know.
Like I keep skipping back and forth.
Just because we don't know much about him. That's why I am never sure what to expect from him, honestly. Because like I would like both sides, just like in different way. If he was so loyal to Avon, I would feel more warm towards him. Let's say if he wanted to cross Avon because of his own ambition, that would be very interesting for him. That's the way for us to find out completely who he is and who he's gonna be until the end as a character. You know?
Look, apparently these next however many episodes are crucial for in us getting to understand who they are.
Finally, because like honestly,
like let's see what he thinks about this with Dee, because like my impression again for either of them is not that they're like warm people. I mean,
so far they haven't shown that at any point. At any point.
I will never forget Wallace. Like that is gonna be a thorn in my backside forever and always. And I will never forget it, and I will never forgive that. Like he was a child. I will never forget that for them.
I agree completely, but like not just Wallace, to me, also Bodie, who they may do that.
Absolutely.
Like,
I think that was the moment that one was done with Stringer.
Yeah.
And that was the moment where me and Stringer had nothing.
Exactly. Just the fact that like they didn't give anybody else, like let's say eBay or somebody else who was in their business doing their dirty work for them already.
Yeah.
But they decided to make a child do it, so like that they would continue, maybe be able to continue to use him in that direction and for those things, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're taking children that are on the street,
like,
they're trying to prove themselves
exactly.
and making them murderers.
For me, somehow that part, just like taking Bodie, is maybe even worse than Wallace, just because I expected Wallace. The thing is, like, you know, when you prepare for something since episode, I feel like 5, you know, or season 1, I've been preparing myself to see them cross that line, and that's not so shocking to me for people who have lived and doing this business for so long.
Yeah.
But just like the fact that, like, they made a child of 16-year-old child
that is like,
do something like that to use them, that's
another addition of cruelty.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Like, and after that, I mean, again, we spoke about this, but like that is enough for me to never forgive you. I will never forget that. That is like forever what you are marked with me. Like that I will always have that. And like, again, those are the things that make me feel a certain way about characters. Like, it's always gonna be those, like, it's not about being a murderer. Like, I don't care. You can be the worst fucking villain, and like I can find, if I find something within you that is warm and that is like redeemable, I can hold on to that, and I can really love you without like justifying your actions. Like, that's perfectly fine. Like, I don't care. But like, when I can't find warmth in you, what am I supposed to do with that?
And then you give me something like that.
There's nothing I can do with that. There's nothing I can work with for Avon and Stringer. Apparently, potentially, there's something I could work with Avon, depending on how this episode goes with Dee.
I mean,
depending on like if we're like completely wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. We will see. Also, I think we also I wanna get to the episode, you know. But like, we also have to talk about one little thing, and that is that we also got wrong impression with Frank.
Yeah.
Like, he never agreed.
Yeah. I don't know what we heard and why we thought that.
I honestly don't know. I don't remember. We haven't rewatched that scene.
No.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
How the scene went, but like, we got the impression that he agreed on that, like 3 times to be paid 3 times more if they transfer the product, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that makes me feel much better about his character, because I was like, well, that's hypocritical.
Yeah, I care for that.
That's like, oh, you're like, no, not double, but sure, triple. Oh, I can work with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that made me, I loved it. I love hearing that. So I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next with him and all the other characters.
I
have a feeling we have, I have a feeling we have a lot to talk more.
I was about to start.
I think I should interrupt him. We should talk at the end of the episode.
We really need to like start addressing the really big issue of this being too long.
Yeah, I think
like, I understand that people don't mind this being long, but like, we have to pre-film this.
Yeah.
For the next 6 weeks. You know what I mean? We have to pre-film everything for the next 6 weeks. And we were like, yeah, fine for everything. We can pre-film a lot of the things like in maybe 2 days. With The Wire, we have no clue how we're gonna do that, because like, for The Wire, it's like 2.5 hours. Yeah. Like, it's just like at least 2.5 fucking hours.
So that's why I just think we should cut the intros.
At least.
Because like, we are definitely gonna... the only reason why we have this intro is because those are the things that like people told us in comments that we have to address, and we didn't address before, you know?
Yeah.
But like, other than that, I think we should keep the intros to 5 minutes long the most.
Yeah, because the outros, I mean, it's just that type of a show.
Yeah.
It's just that type of a show where there's so many things to be said, and so many like,
definitely.
Which is it's a really great thing about the show, that is like, so it's so fucking rich that you like, literally, even when you stop after an hour, I could have spoken another hour about what, God knows, but like, I could have. Hello, do I know you? What?
I know I want the Bodie.
Oh. I was like a...
Funeral.
Is it just them?
Sorry.
Oh.
Nah, funeral, you know. No, I mean, I'm sorry for your loss. Oh.
Oh, Bodie.
Oh, yeah.
I feel a lot of love for Bodie.
Yeah, professional. I mean, you know, we wasn't all that tight, but he was still my nigga, you know? Hell yeah, see? This what I'm talking about.
That gas thing over there sounds a lot. We could do that in white or red or pink carnation.
Pink? Nah, he wasn't all that, but damn, you know, when you stand with a nigga, you stand with him to the end. Otherwise you ain't nothing yourself.
True that. How your boy fall?
Hung himself. It's a weak ass nigga when you think about it. But ain't no reason to drag his name down no further, you know?
It's so sad how they've been like brought up to think this.
I tell you what, let me get something strong colors, right? Red, black, whatever. But make it look like one of them towers down on Franklin Terrace. You know, the high rises, right?
Oh, I'm gonna love this episode. If it's like revolving everything around Dee's death, I literally wanna see everyone's reaction.
I wanna see everyone's
Like I wanna see Avon's. I also wanna see like Jimmy and our guys's. Because like they're also gonna know. I mean, there's like sure Bodie's gonna believe that he could kill himself, but like I don't. Everyone else.
I really think that it depends on the person.
I guess we'll see. I don't know. I also get blinded sometimes by like what the audience knows and what the rest of the people know. Like I can tell that he's not gonna kill himself.
Yeah.
I think his mother can also see it because like his last words were not any indication he's gonna kill himself.
You cloned.
Oh yeah, they want to clone the computers. Yeah,
Watch how the cargo comes off.
that is very smart.
Try to follow the contraband, see where it leads.
We're running a 25 murder a month mass unit here, and you guys want to slow things down a bit and do a little bit of brain surgery.
With that, we can clear 14 murders.
Playing video games on 14 open murders, he's gonna fucking blow. If Daniels has a detail set up already, maybe he takes the murders too.
Fool, Jay. He's just giving us a room with no view is all.
You're a fool,
I can't. They keep just like giving murders like it's Tic Tacs. You know what I mean? Like.
That was approval, right? He just gave approval. So what's next?
Next is for us to get them doc boys back to thinking that we've gone away.
First of all, and I don't know how to tell you this without hurting you deeply. First of all, you happen to be white. I'm talking raised on Republic Street white. Second, I'm also white. Not hang on the corner, don't give a fuck white. But Locust Point, IBS, Local 47 white. I don't work without no fucking contract. And I don't stand around listening to horseshit excuses like my cousin Ziggy, who, by the way, is still owed money by you and all your down, streetwise wiggers. Come up with 500 in the
Well, he
bank,
was saying the
and
white
it's
thing
okay,
as in like police not gonna touch us. We're white.
You can work my package. Prison people taking it that bull hung his own stuff, right?
Seems so.
Not my business. I know. But did your man Avon even know about it? You on your own here, huh?
You're right. It ain't none of your business.
Baltimore niggas off the hook. I swear. All y'all.
You tell him.
Before it get cold, this shit is good. My man, that bullshit ain't on you. It ain't, man. I mean, up in here, D knew he had to stand on his own. You know this. Man, fuck him. Nigga did that shit to hurt me, man. But, you know, man, D was just fucking weak. I tried to crimp him along since he was a shorty. Nigga, you see me, I tried to bring him up, man, bring him along. Yeah, you was good to him. You was real good to him. I was. I'm just saying, it might have been for the best. You know?
Talk more about it. I literally need more in his head. I have no. I can't. He's
ridiculous. But he definitely believes it.
Interesting, honestly, interesting.
We need a bug. Smaller than a 22, and it's got a clear channel. Sturdy as hell.
How much?
1,500. But seeing as you're sworn officers, the police discount drops it to $1,250.
You in?
But like,
That's right.
Test drive in the modern urban crime environment? Yeah. Leave me a credit card and take it for 48 hours.
but like they're buying it on their own.
Got a credit card?
Don't you? It's max to the max, man. Hey, listen, we've been doing hand-to-hands for a while now, and we ain't no higher up on the ladder on those corners. Okay, we're just gonna use it for a couple of days, get what we need, and bring it back.
And that you're never gonna bring that back. You're gonna somehow lose it.
I love how they started talking right there. You know, we're gonna bring it back. We're just using it.
Moreland's target looks to be the same as yours. You could take these 14 homicides.
He's not gonna take it.
Half-ass detail you.
I don't want him to take it. He shouldn't take it.
I'll be honest.
I mean, I kind of want you to take it because like it's gonna be sold.
No,
so like
he
you're
should
gonna
be
get the
solved,
credit.
but like at the end.
I made it so
I don't want him to. I don't want them to be happy because he took it. No,
It's win-win for me.
I want them to sweat more.
I
you know?
can't. Rolls is so fucking funny.
No, exactly.
A good turn here will not be forgotten. I'm trying to dig myself out of the basement with something simple and clean here.
Literally, why did you think that was gonna work? Why did you think that was gonna work?
I mean, they're gonna solve those murders.
Smarter than he was.
You tried. You tried. Oh, like she's back doing her regular job.
Case is done for all I know.
Yeah?
Yeah, bosses want another car patrolling the chemical plants. Because of terrorism, I guess.
Chemicals?
Yeah.
You need to be uptown here with us.
Seems like you bought it. Good job, girl.
Man, I never seen that thing. Snub?
Oh my god, like I swear to god, a dog is gonna just take that and run.
Literally. Oh my god.
I just feel like between the two of them, they don't have like 2 combined brain cells. And like honestly, I feel like Herc is contributing nothing. I think the true 2 brain cells are like on Carver.
What do you mean? Kirk is contributing to comedy.
Exactly. Like I'm just saying, there's nothing in his like there's air between his ears.
Probably wasting half a day watching it offload.
Yeah, you should be at the bar by now.
No, look at
I'm getting a feel for this shit. How it plays and works without the dirt.
Lester is
I see it go.
A+ student.
To bring goods to an exploding global economy and to deliver those goods faster, cheaper, and safer, modern robotics do much of the
Amsterdam.
work in the world's largest seaport, Rotterdam.
Close.
Moving cargo is a traditional strength of the Dutch, who shuttle more freight in fewer man-hours than any port in the world. Smart card technology provides greater security and improved accountability, with no need for unreliable human surveillance.
That means less jobs, no?
What kind of man hours are the stevedores clocking over there?
You know, I don't have those figures handy, sorry. But Rotterdam does employ 4,000 people.
4,000 people to move 350 million tons a year?
That's right.
That's efficiency, man.
By eliminating some of the more dangerous work, the Rotterdam technologies have reduced employee work-related accidents and injuries by 60%.
Yeah, the GPS readings, are they exactly?
Can't get her if you ain't working, right?
20-foot container.
Hey, Jackie.
Right? You too, huh? We're gonna mess with the
Fucking shameless.
Let's be honest.
Let's see.
God. Imagine like, you know, you killed him and you come to his family's
Literally.
house
You
and
killed.
like eat food with them.
mean-
Hey, holding up. Green.
You spoke to him last.
Brianna.
You should fucking know. You should know there is a
I
least
know, but at the
possibility.
yeah.
Like there is a least, but
But
like
at the
sure,
same
you
time,
can know
her
certainty.
son died.
Yeah.
What's she gonna think? But like, even if there was something in her brain, maybe she's not gonna be able to process it at this point. At least.
Yeah.
She could blame herself right now because she put him in prison,
Yeah.
where he could have been now somewhere else. Literally shameless. He came into her bedroom to. I mean, he knew that before because
I mean, he has to
he
keep up
knows
appearances, but
he knows his entire family. They, God knows,
cold-blooded.
That's your half on the last 2 packages. Plus what fraud owed you on your own shit.
You're gonna start burning 100 again.
What's wrong with you, Smiley?
He wants to spend more money.
You can't get respect in this line of work. You're not a good illegal whatever. You're not a good dog worker.
Fuck if you ain't handle that business better too.
See, we're making money.
I got other issues right now.
What?
Attorney?
Oh,
You knocked up Prissy Catlow?
I only fucked her once.
Christ, everybody down the point fucked her once, Ziggy.
hi girl. Oh,
Perez.
oh.
Did I say that this man was interesting?
A lot of girls. Pretty ones. Most of them had some kind of accident anyway.
Do you have any ass, Perez?
I don't know. He doesn't seem like he knows how to, honestly.
When I was in the basement, it made sense to quit. It did.
But once Burrell reached out...
But Burrell is the one that you crossed. Fools half your age are going to be major and colonel. And you'll still be thinking that scratching out a case or two will save you.
It isn't about the casework, I know that. Just today, Rawls calls me up to CID. Asks me to take his homicides from the dead girls in that shipping container. I told him no shot. That case is a loser. I'm playing their game this time.
One more year, Nat. Not from me, for the fucking union.
The election's been scheduled. And you knew last year when we gave you the votes that this time was gonna be Ott's turn. You knew that.
So I runs next time, but fuck it, it'll take that year and the next.
It's our turn, Frank.
Until we get that fucking canal dredged, we're all niggas. Pardon my French.
Or Polacks, pardon mine.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't about Ott. I just want one more year to finish what I started here.
Like union leader?
And I'll stay secretary treasurer for the next two, no problem.
Are they gonna follow them? This is awful.
A lot of girls, a lot of muscle.
When Pokey Barber got hit with paternity, a sheriff had to come to his house and serve him with papers.
Okay.
Oh, it's a joke. They signed the paper as a joke. Or they misunderstood.
No, yeah, it's a joke. Because like he put a dick pic on his computer. Let's try to figure everything out.
As always.
He already found something, see?
There's no restroom in the lobby, and if you're not an approved visitor...
Oh, okay. Tell me something.
6th floor.
Yeah.
I can reach out to Greg's and Prez, maybe. Bring them in on it.
Should we tell the lieutenant?
Right now, the less the lieutenant knows is involved in the murder investigation, the happier he'll feel.
You truck here? What the fuck? This guy's some kind of supply. Snap some shots off of the truck tags.
Oh shit.
The dog is definitely gonna get them.
Literally, the dog is, that's done.
Maybe he's gonna...
I cannot. But like, I don't understand. This is like a legal surveillance, right? Shouldn't the police be covering the price?
There is no money for that, I think. Remember?
Yeah, but like if it's like, is it not approved? I can't. This is so funny. There is no dog. It's gonna be run over. No.
And he put his credit card. He put his credit card.
What if they're not sneaking anything off this time? What then?
Oh, then tragically, you will have wasted yet another day in a life you've already misspent in the service of the city of Baltimore.
Nothing's alive in these, right?
They don't go hot to a truck, you go back in the stacks and bang on the new shirt. I trust these three fucks with nothing.
Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. If you tell him what you want. If you want
Quite literally the definition of devil on your shoulder.
Literally.
I mean, he's so pretty. Oh, hi, Boot.
Ain't exactly talking out of turn when I say that West Side dope been weak for a while now. Every dope fiend in the city know that Avon been putting out piss, calling it shit. And the thing is, y'all sitting on some of the best real estate in the city. The terrace, the low rises, the avenue corners. I got dope coming straight into Baltimore and the shit be raw. Eating about 90%. And you know it's true. You got half the West Side coming over the Falls Way twice a day because East Side dope be kicking the shit out of West Side dope.
Connected, huh?
Thing is, y'all got the best territory and no kind of product. I got the best product, but could stand a little more territory so you see where this thing need to go.
Now, you know, Avon fought real hard for them towers. We took down the Rayford brothers, Big Dennis Woodson.
Shit has just been the strain. 5 for $1, sell for 2. That's all it need be.
Your son. The oldest one. He goes to what school?
Jason's at Princeton.
Princeton.
And after he graduates, he's gonna do what?
Whatever he wants.
Right. You sent him to Princeton to do whatever the fuck he wants.
My great-grandfather was a knife sharpener. Pushed a grinding stone up Preston Street to Alice Ann, one leg shorter than the other from pumping the wheel. And since he didn't want his sons to push the goddamn thing, he made sure my grandfather finished high school and my old man went to any college that would take him.
Talking history, right? Because down here it's still, who's your old man till you got kids of your own? Then it's who's your son? But after the horror movie I seen today, robots. My kid will be lucky if he's even punching numbers 5 years from now. And while it don't mean shit to me that I can't take my steak knives to DiBiago and Sons, it breaks my fucking heart that there's no future for the Sabatas on the waterfront.
He is simply not right.
Here, Brucey. I think
Like
your
your sons didn't want to do it. And he wants to keep the legacy of Sabatkas on the waterfront and they don't want to do it.
But I'm also talking about the canal. So you're going to talk about the canal. So the Muldoons who run the old line state, they're going to talk about the canal until someday, some way that motherfucker gets dredged and we get some ships in here.
Which one is this?
Let's see.
I'm gonna assume it's the...
Yeah, that's...
Was that Sergio?
I didn't recognize it.
Probably not. If I think it is, then
he was too far away.
Got one to disappear.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
What am I looking for?
Be advised, I've got a white male, orange safety vest.
Let me see. That's Sergio.
No.
It is. I think it is. Is it not? I thought it was Sergio.
Maybe it is. I not recognize him.
If you did it, then it's not, because like, we know I don't know how he looks like. It is!
Oh, it is Sergio. Oh,
guys, I've come from not knowing him at all to like seeing him blurrily.
To me, it looks like he has blonde hair. I never noticed that he has blonde hair.
You realize he has blonde hair?
No.
What? You got it. Guys, you got it.
I can't believe what is happening.
12:14. He went around the checkout. Copy.
God, Kima, why are you the one following? Are you gonna continue following?
I got him. I'm running, heading west.
I mean, better than Press, but like Press followed him.
No, I'm like she already got shot once. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't have to get shot again.
You're 20.
But like Press could
Okay,
do
no,
the
it's fine. Like
shooting.
they're gonna switch.
Yeah. They're following them perfectly. That like nobody sees that somebody is following.
Yes, now Bank, and then after Bank, maybe someone third.
See, this is good. Hopefully.
I feel like everything's gonna be smooth. I feel like...
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be good.
I feel like they're gonna see where they went. Okay, this is a place. This is a place. We know this place now. Okay, great. I don't think anyone saw you following him. Don't stop. Maybe just continue driving. Not suspicious at all.
Again,
Not
I
at
don't
all.
think nobody's...
11:34.
Fucking you deserve that. Fucking get him.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
She putting it on you, huh? Avon, you knew he was using?
You know, I seen it, but I didn't see it.
Well, we did our thing with the home guard, man. I mean, it came off nice.
Yeah.
Everybody showed.
How Brianna do?
Rough.
You know, don't nobody want no shit like this to happen, man. If I would've known the boy was gonna be doing some shit like that, man, you know what I mean?
What are the prison people saying? That he just hung himself like that? Yeah, how the fuck you gonna stop a man from doing some shit like that? I mean, what are you gonna do? Stay with him every damn minute, every day? You can't. I mean, he gonna find a way if he wants to. It ain't on you. It ain't on you. I would tell you if it was.
What's up with that other thing, man?
Still shit, man. Your man in Atlanta, he don't know what the war is. I mean, you're gonna discount it?
I look like Kmart to you, man?
I'm saying, I mean...
What are you saying, man? That's ridiculous. Repackage it, man, and sell it off.
Yo, proposition, Joe. He came to the funeral. Pull me aside. I mean, he's got a smoker. Everybody knows he's got a smoker and he wants to share. If we cut him slice of the towels. No, it's a thought.
It's not even a thought, man. No. Let me tell you something, man. We're gonna get through all this. You hear me? We're gonna get through all of this.
I know.
All of it.
Okay, but like how? Like, you know when they say like, no, we're not gonna do... Okay, but like what are we gonna do? Like what?
There were girls in in that can. They're still inside.
Your DNR still where?
Phones for dock workers local. Offices, personal phones for union officials. On February the 4th and March 16th, Mr. Bakusa received a call from Frank Sabatka's cell phone.
In both times, he works a Talco line shift the next day.
And both times, a can goes missing in the computer. Pretty good argument for a conspiracy case.
Conspiracy to do what? Smuggle shit. Smuggle what?
For starters, how about bringing girls over here for purposes of prostitution? That one we know about.
You need to do better for a wiretap.
You do better for a wiretap?
Read your annotated code. Wiretap statute subsection 10406 designates crimes where telephonic communication can be intercepted in the great state of Maryland. Prostitution? You mean you can tap a guy's phone if he's selling drugs, but if he's selling women, he's out of bounds? That's the law. Honey.
Oh,
What the fuck?
$1,500. $12.50 with the police discount. Just couldn't stand up to the
Top.
modern crime environment, man. Solicit to Nicholas Andrew Sabatka,
Oh,
1485 Reynolds Street.
Sabatka? That's what it says here.
Sabatka.
Mean anything to you?
I fucking told you, zero brain cells.
Yeah,
Zero.
Davis. That's the name of the guy who was supposed to be working.
He doesn't even
Frank
fucking.
Sabatka.
He doesn't even fucking.
You got Nicholas. How many fucking Sabatkas can there be even down here in Pollock Town? You know what this means? What? It means old Fuzzy Dunlop is somewhat worse for wear, I admit. Is really gonna start paying off as a confidential informant. If I try to register him, Daniels will smell a rat. He trusts you, Carv. You got that trustworthy look.
It's you, Lester. It's gotta be you.
Me,
We need to bring in the lieutenant, his detail, and all the manpower and toys.
Daniels, listen to this.
When you talk, you got to smell the wisdom on you. Grapple.
This is the same scene with Carv and Perk.
We all got roles to play.
What's your role?
Drinking.
Just a humble motherfucker with a big ass dick. I ain't all that humble.
Who's that? Who's that?
I don't. I can't see.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
Oh my god.
Who? Who could you know?
Can we see?
Someone from.
Oh.
Shut up. Oh my god, we have linked it to so many things already, guys. We have linked it to so many things.
This is now.
Oh, this is
This
big,
is not
girl.
definite.
Guys, this is fucking big.
Check him, Zig. He just looks big.
Oh my god, why do you keep encouraging him?
You're a legend of the
They're-
top, Zig.
God, they're so.
You think I can take it?
You're a grown ass man. You have nothing better to do.
We're 5. Go. Neutrons.
What? They say man down?
Yeah, he said. That's what I heard.
What happened? What?
Ambo's on the way.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it fell on his. Oh, okay.
I hate this shit.
You guys gonna move this thing or what? Come on.
Jesus fuck.
Frank, how's the leg look?
Which leg's that now?
This case needs to be worked, Lieutenant. I know it began up here as a bullshit detail, but this Sabatka's into some shit that needs to be worked by good police. The DNRs, the
Police.
quantum computer. We got the pattern.
The rolls came to me. Asked if I would take the homicides.
You should. Those girls in the can really suffocated, Lieutenant. They really died in that fucking box.
I want them with you. You know what I mean?
If this case up, you might eat those over murders. But you let it pass. You gotta ask yourself how you want to live your day to day.
Customers. But what I need from you, I get. No bullshit, no arguments.
Jimmy.
No arguments.
Okay, later say Jimmy.
I thought like money for detail, money for
Yes,
this.
sure, all that. But also Jimmy.
I don't want him to gloat. I want him to.
You two get along, or I'm gonna take that tent down right now. Bitch. Come. Squirrel. No. No. I don't trust you.
Smart.
I can care about you. And I can want us to be friends. And if you give me enough time, Jimmy, maybe I will actually want you to be happy. How the hell am I supposed to trust you?
Fucking true.
So you can't get this, so you're out of retirement.
What if the case does come together? At least that Rose is a rabbi. It could still work for me.
Listen to yourself.
Just told her. We know this.
Jack
Yeah.
doesn't love you. You know what I fell in love with first? Do you? Your ambition. Let that man go.
I respect him more for this. Like doing the good job on cases and not like just chasing higher and higher positions with no meaning and just more money. Like, let's do something important.
The end. Nice. Love this.
This was a great episode.
Love this episode, yeah. We ate.
We made a break to eat, and now it's like...
Can we even talk?
This was so good.
Yes.
That's a great
I
episode.
loved every episode. I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah.
I love this episode. I mean, again, what I love the most, like, because I'm interested in that the most, is the story that happened around Avon, Stringer and stuff like that. I mean, also I love everything in this episode. You know, that was just the thing that like I anticipated to see.
Yeah, it's a thing that I didn't necessarily also expect it to go. I mean, I did kind of expect it now because everyone was like, well, no, he didn't he didn't order it, which fine, but like also I still like need, so like what did he mean by his previous statement? You know which one I mean? Like, is it just him saying I'm gonna try my best, and if that doesn't work, you know, I can only do so much, but I'm just gonna let him be. Like, is that how I was supposed to take that sentence from him?
Yeah, that's
because like that was not the way they took his sentence.
I mean, definitely, yeah. We didn't take it at all like that.
I mean, it might be because I also thought that he put his life in danger the 2 episodes before that, you know, so like I thought, this is just like normal progression of things.
Yeah. But like it just sounded that way.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what.
Like if we watched it now again, I would still have the same impression. That's the thing. I would still have the same impression.
Too, definitely. I don't know. I did not expect his reaction at the same time to be what it was. Mm-hmm. You know, that's also the thing. Like I can say I expect it to happen. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't know. I need to see more. Like every conversation that happened, this episode left me wanting to hear more.
Yeah.
So that like I would, let's say, understand him better completely.
Yeah,
you know
I think
what I mean?
When his scene with Weebay, like when he was speaking about the death of Dee and like the scene cut, I'm like, keep talking, because like I cannot, like I need more to be able to understand how your mind works, because like I can't tell you, I really can't tell you for certain, which is like why it is hard. I feel like Stringer is more obvious than him.
Stringer is definitely more obvious.
And like I just feel like
now I think we're completely clear with Stringer. Now, I mean, especially because like the only thing that could possibly cannot save his character is great like this.
Yeah.
You know, but like that I could possibly care at least a little bit is his relationship with Avon. He crossed that line. Like, there is no going back, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, their relationship could always be good, interesting to watch, but, like, it's definitely not going in the direction that, like, I, not expected, but, like, thought of possibility.
Yeah, it's not going in the direction where that would be, like, one
quality.
One Stringer's redeemable quality. Like, it's not going to be that.
No,
doesn't exist. I mean, apparently everyone believes that it was a suicide, fully and completely. Again, I mean, I guess that we as viewers seeing Dee have a different approach, not approach, but just have a different view of the situation that the characters like are not privy to, you know, that we are. And so like sometimes things seem like, oh, this should be obvious to them, and like that sometimes happens in the investigation as well. I'm like, well, this should be obvious to the police, should it not? Like when they were investigating Frank, and they're like, oh, well, you know, where does he get it from? Or he's on the shipment. You know? Like, I feel like that should be obvious, but also I just think like those things are obvious to us because like you're watching each and every side, and so like it's not as obvious to them. And I think that is the case here potentially. But I do think if he would think about it, I feel like if he would think about it, he's gonna suspect.
I actually don't think he's gonna suspect unless he hears something or Stringer says something or something like that. I don't think to me it should be, but like again, you never know what is in person's head.
Yeah,
he's the one who got 20 years of jail. Yeah. He's the one who has to live through that. Like, to me, let's say, in the beginning of the season, he seemed very down. He started using at the same time and stuff like that. All of that could indicate that he could potentially harm himself.
Yeah.
You know? So, in my opinion, Avon, as he is, I don't think he has to know or suspect. But I agree with you with his mom. That conversation didn't sound like the last one. But
maybe she's gonna be the one that like first at least suspects that something is off. Maybe she like tells it to Avon. I don't know. Maybe she
maybe potentially. But at the same time, there is also potential that again, how many people have killed themselves with their loved ones, not having that last moment. They're just in the show, not in reality.
Yeah,
most of the time, you know. I could understand how his mom at the same time. First, she lost a kid. Yeah. She's not gonna think rationally at any point.
Yeah,
you know. Second of all, she is the one who made him go for those 20 years jail. Yeah. Also, Avon is the one who made him go. Put a thing on his, didn't protect him, didn't do this. In my mind, she could put that blame on the two of them, let's say, and not think about the possibility that like he was harmed.
Yeah, I mean, like it's possible, but like there is a room for her if she like wants to think about it. Basically, the day that he saw, at least that was in the episode, the day that she saw him is the day that he died. And like the way that he is speaking, nothing indicates. And of course you can never know, but also like as a person that is in this job that like understands that people can get killed and it can be a setup and everything, like I feel like has to cross your mind. So like either it crosses Avon's mind, it crosses her mind, and she tells Avon. I don't think this is gonna be a thing that's gonna be left a mystery to them. I think they have to. I think especially Avon with his relationship with Stringer has to find out.
I actually think it's gonna be more of a thing like let's say in Breaking Bad with Walter and Jesse with Jane. Yeah. I think it's gonna be the thing that like Stringer knows is gonna completely break their relationship. I have a feeling when he finds out it's gonna be cathartic from the scene. I don't think it's happening this season. I think it's happening 4 seasons until their relationship breaks or something like that. I could completely see it that way.
It seems to me like Stringer is like slowly, I agree, just especially sort of not even take, I don't know if it's take over or just like establish, like literally pull the rug from under Avon, who is still in jail, and he could technically easily get the people, the territory, and everything, considering like he is talking to Joe, and Joe is offering him product that is very good, and he just doesn't have the territory. Like Avon has the territory to distribute that product to, and Joe doesn't have that. So like he is offering something that seems like it will be, let's say, a logical step forward, considering that they have a really weak product right now, and like no one is buying. Stringer is like saying, oh, let's sell it at a discount. I mean, I have never in my life heard drugs being sold at a discount, you know. But I think that also might be a difference between like Avon's way of thinking and Stringer's way of thinking, which Stringer's way of thinking is in sort of book smarts, you know, and like product and supply and demand and everything. That's the way that he looks at the situation. And so like it seems to me like they are gonna just like split completely, and like Stringer is gonna try to, I guess, keep this biz. I don't know how that works with the Avon then. I have no idea what's gonna be happening there. I don't know if they're like gonna be directly competing. I don't think they can, because I think like whatever Stringer does has to be directly connected to Avon's organization in terms of like the territory and the people. Like Stringer can't just like, I mean, he can, I guess, make a mutiny, like it'd be a civil war, just like people that want to go with Stringer go with Stringer. I have no clue. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I just think Stringer is gonna basically screw Avon over.
Yeah, but like I actually think that like people are gonna choose Stringer at some point, because like I think Stringer could potentially use the fact that this one is in prison, and he is gonna make connection. He's gonna, on the side, he's the one who is out. You know, he's the one who is gonna communicate with people. He's the one who's gonna make deals. Actually, at the end of the day, you know.
I mean, they're gonna make money because
of him,
they're gonna have a product. Like,
exactly.
Could that potentially backfire, like with Joel? Yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Stringer has always seemed like the type that is gonna try to rise above kind of everyone and not actually be able to do it and fall. Like that's the type of person
and
he seems.
Able being.
Well, just he's gonna fall. He's not gonna create this. I feel like Avon would hold the organization, the drug organization and everything better than Stringer knows how to, actually. Like I think things are gonna fall from under Stringer if he tries to like if he tries to be Avon. Like I think like the business approach and everything is very interesting, but like if kind of the way that this show goes, it seems like everything is on the mercy of the streets. And Avon has that over Stringer. And I think that is the, let's say, more important aspect of the two. Like to run a drug organization, the street and everything. Like if you're asking me, is it better to be book smart or street smart? I would go with street smart. And I think that's where Avon has the upper hand. And so like I feel like Stringer might try to succeed and everything, but I don't think I don't think he has it. I don't think he can succeed. I don't know. I just feel I just see him as a person that's gonna fall down. But like that could change.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't have yet an opinion. I think I need to see, because like what I expect now from him is to rise. What I expect now from him at this point, because like we saw that he can cross Avon over, and that he would, and that he's able to be their basically family, not family, but family, their closest person to them, and killed their family at the same time, and then console them. So like in my mind, what I expect from Stringer actually is a slowly and carefully to rise. And if he falls again, that's gonna be
I'm talking
end.
Like later
and
on.
What is gonna make him to fall is it gonna be not knowing how to operate on streets. I don't know, because like if he does not know how to operate on streets, then I can't even imagine him rising at any point.
I mean, I feel like it's easy to rise right now where like there is no product like being delivered there. Like he can make, like he is smart enough to rise up, but I think like to stay there, you need a combination of street smarts. Like you need that, and I think he lacks that. I think that's why like Avon and Stringer worked well, because like they had that. They had both together, and like if they separate, I can't see Stringer holding on to it. Honestly, I can't see it. I could change my mind. I could change my mind.
I think we're gonna have to see if that actually happens.
But because like I remember thinking, like when we just started season 1, we were watching Stringer and Avon. I remember thinking that like Stringer was the more capable one, the more just a person that seemed like he should be the one in charge out of the two of them. But like now where we are, I don't see it. I see Avon as more of the person like in charge for this business. I just feel like Stringer doesn't have it.
We have to find out more, honestly, just because I mean nothing have told me. I mean, I haven't yet seen anything, in my opinion, to make any type of statement.
No, I agree with you. Like, I think that's a part that like is very hard to talk about those two characters, because I feel like from everyone in this show, like I know least about them. Like I am least confident in making deductions about what they can do as people, because like I really don't. Because
in my mind, I don't know, especially with Stringer. Like I know now what his personality is and where his character is going, meaning like that he is able to betray Avon and he wants to rise to the top, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has plan in his mind, or is he like, I don't know if he already thinks about betraying Avon, or he does not completely. He's just doing.
And like it seems like maybe it's a thought in his mind.
Yeah, that
like it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like he already has like this master plan or whatever. Like I think
I don't think
wants things to work with Avon, but now that Avon is, let's say, pushing back on things that Stringer thinks are smart, like I think like this little seed of an idea could be starting in his head. Like I don't think he's there, but like I think he could get there.
Me neither, especially because Avon is the one who is in jail. And, but like at the same time, I don't know where Stringer comes from. The only thing, like the biggest difference I have from them is the fact that like Avon has been born into this business.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been taught all of this. You know, his parents have led this organization before him, let's say. But with Stringer, we know nothing at this point. You know, we don't know if he is. Yeah, we don't know if he is here just like them, being born here, or like, you know, like stuff like that. I have no idea about him.
Yeah,
and I think those are the things that could actually help me a lot make those types of statements that like you said, you know, like that would actually make me decide if I'm going completely with you, if I'm completely on that side, that he's gonna fall because like he is not born for this, he's not taught, he has not ever been taught this, you know, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
If maybe, in my opinion, betraying Avon could be his demise, you know. Like he thought he could obey himself, but like with betraying him, who is gonna respect him at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah.
But like is he just like slowly gonna gain respect and respect of all the other people who he needs to continue this business going?
I don't know. Like I really
like those
I
are the things
I don't have like a clear vision in my head at all. But like it just seems like we're heading to that direction in like whatever way, whether he succeeds or he like gets cut off on the spot. Like I don't
think he's gonna get cut off on the spot.
I don't think so either. Like it could be, but like I can see it, but also I've been wrong before. Like with Avon, for example. I still have an issue with that scene in episode 5.
But the thing is that like I now don't think that's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have a problem with it because it makes no sense to say that and then be completely shocked and Stringer to not feel like he has his support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can see that Stringer did this completely by himself and that he knew that like Avon was not ever gonna approve of this because he's hiding it, you know?
Yeah.
So in my mind, everything that happened in this episode is completely telling me that like he never thought it and he didn't say it or meant it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it would not make any sense if you did, you know, nothing.
No,
then this like, complete episode, what is this?
He's like lying to himself.
Like, what did we just watch, you know?
I don't know.
So that's why in my mind, like, I maybe it was worded wrong for us to not understand it or anything like that, but like, would not make sense if he thought it, you know?
No, I mean, I guess we just took it that way because we expected that from him, but like,
but again,
I think he not meant it that way.
Yeah, but I like it more like this. I just like it more like this. I like that like the two of them are different characters, and even if Avon would put, I like to see that like he actually cares, that like he would not cross those lines to kill his family. I mean, I understand what you mean when you say that like he risked his life. I understand that, but like at the same time, I love more that like he would never unknowingly kill his family, which makes me I am still on the same opinion that like business is his first priority. I'm still on the same opinion about that. But again, that's what he's been born into. That's what he has been taught his entire life. But I like to see that he at least does care for his family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like him just cold-bloodedly saying about his nephew that they like, if he doesn't do this, I'm gonna kill him. does not show me that he cares for his family at all. Like, we are saying this, yes, like we believe that he cares for his family, but like at the same time, we have never seen that. Like you said, he has never shown me that, you know. And in my opinion, in this episode, at least I have seen some of it.
Yeah.
You know, which is, to me, I would love to see those differences, let's say, between him and Stringer.
Yeah.
You know, I would not love to have two of them completely without any emotion, without ability for any emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that like Stringer does not have any emotion at all, but like, what emotion? Like,
I mean, we don't know Stringer's family. Maybe he cares about them, same as Avon. So actually, they could be the same.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, D is nothing to Avon, not Avon. D is nothing to Stringer.
Yeah.
So like, maybe Stringer does care about his family if he has
but
them.
at
We
the
just
same
don't
time,
see them. We don't know them.
Brianna is something to Stringer. You can see that. Like, it seems to me like they grew up together, all of them. It doesn't seem to me like that Stringer came here months ago in the picture, in their family. I mean, he's the one who is going into her room and consoling them.
Yeah.
He's the one who is standing behind her on funeral, putting his hands on. So, like, she is something to him. He should be technically a family, not blood related, but like one of the closest people he has to him, and yet he does not care. Yet he was able to kill her child for the business.
But with Avon, we saw him thinking about Dee's death, and he was with Weebay and everything, and like Weebay is like, oh yeah, sucks, man. We saw him like feeling sad about it, and he was talking about like what I expected him to say. Like I said that he's gonna say like, oh, he was a coward or whatever, but like he just said, you know, he was weak and whatever like that because like he killed himself. But like behind that there was that underline of some type of guilt. Like it might not be, and I don't think it even is like prominent, like that's like the biggest thing that he is feeling, but like I think that it is there.
Yeah,
to some degree it is there, and to some degree he does feel like a bit of guilt over it, and so like then he starts saying things like, well, he was weak and he was this and he was that, and so sort of just like trying to
make himself feel better, maybe. But at the same time, I definitely think that it was there. You can, in my opinion, I think we could have seen in that scene, even though he said what he said. I mean, you first said like continue the scene because like I want to see more of that so that like I would make a deduction, but like we saw it later as well, in my opinion, with Stringer, because I think Stringer knows him very well, and Stringer made it a point. We can see in Avon's eyes that he's feeling things about him, like is it guilt, is it sadness, what is it, you know? And the things that but like Stringer made it a point to say multiple times that like it wasn't on him, it wasn't on him. I would tell you first that it wasn't or it wasn't on you, and that's something that like I think Avon needs to hear, so that like that like he would not feel this guilt. I mean, I don't think he's now gonna suffer and feel guilt, no, but like I think just hearing Stringer, person who he cares for, person who he trusts, say that to him, I think that will be enough-ish for him not to feel guilt. But like the things that, like you said, like him saying like that he is about D, that D is weak and stuff like that. We heard that Bodie saying that as well. Again, I just think that's what I thought.
And it goes with the territory.
Exactly,
that's how you have to feel about any fucking human emotion, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that was also very visible in like the first scene where Bodie is coming to the like place where they're selling the funeral flowers and everything, and he's like, need flowers for the funeral, and the guy says like sorry, as in like sorry for your loss, but like Bodie takes it as in like, oh, he didn't understand what I'm saying, like for the funeral, you know, like, because like who fucking says sorry for your loss in their world, you know, like people just like die and it's that and it's done. And I think like it is in those like small scenes in this show in general, like, it's just like those small scenes that like keep hammering home what type of environment that is that they live in, you know, like what, like really are they're not about to like start talking about mental health or something like that. They're about, of course they're gonna start talking about like, oh, he was weak, couldn't done this, shouldn't done that, you know, because like they can't be weak, like, you know, he was, even before killing Wallace, like he was saying to Wallace, like, are you a boy or are you a man? You know, like again, it's that sort of teaching, although like his hands were trembling. But like it is the way that the world functions to them. It is what they are taught that the game is. Again, the whole game, it's a lie. Just like the whole structure, it's a lie to just like keep you in that and to like never let you escape. But like that's just how they function. Like that's it, that's done. But like we haven't seen Bodie for a bit now, and so like when I saw him, I really missed him, and like I really think he can have a really great storyline. I hope that a great storyline, like I think it's a tragic one, you know, because like he is moving up in this world and everything. But I would really like to see more of him, maybe like in the next season or the next one.
I agree with you. Especially I have a feeling just like because I saw him that he was the one who killed Wallace, I think that made me care for him much more. Because like his storyline is not going in any, like you said, any happy direction, anything like that. I don't think he's gonna get to a point where he's gonna want to get out. I don't think any of that is happening with him.
I mean, he is like the perfect example of a product of his environment.
Exactly. So like
grew up without.
He could, in few years, in 10 years, in a decade, become a new Stringer.
Yeah.
For all I know, because this world can make him that, you know.
Yeah.
Which is very scary. But it is true. But like just like me, we are with him. In my opinion, we are seeing the beginning of all of that.
Yeah. Everyone, every child there could have like gone to be something different. I mean, like Stringer and Avon also could have gone to be something different if like their life didn't go like this. But
exactly, but we are watching, and we are watching now adult versions of them. You know, and we're watching now when they are already completely cold-blooded, when they are ready to murder a child, when they are ready to give another child. Exactly, nothing. We can't do anything with them. But like, I cannot not feel a sympathy for these children who are possibly gonna grow up and become sociopaths, who possibly are gonna grow up. I mean, some of them are already murderers, you know.
Yeah.
So like, but like, I do really have so much sympathy for them, and like, I care for them. Like I care for Bodie, even though I know his story is going in completely wrong way, you know.
Yeah, and like it's gonna. His is not a story of getting out.
I mean, we're not gonna get that story because that story doesn't happen.
Yeah,
like we could have got it with Wallace, we didn't. We got a complete opposite, the biggest tragedy of them all. And we could have gotten it with Dee, we didn't, because like he's born into this family who is running a business, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember that Dee said like, I wanted what Wallace wanted, like to get out, and he got what Wallace got.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking killed.
Exactly. So I don't think Bodie, so that I honestly don't know if we're ever gonna get that one who is in the game and whoever gets out, because like how many of them actually do that?
Yeah,
none of them, you know.
Yeah, for Dee, what also like makes me very sad and angry as well, like it's a small thing, but I was thinking about that, you know, watching the past episode, that he has a son, and that like his kid is forever gonna like grow up not actually like knowing how his dad died. Like he's gonna think that his dad did commit suicide, and like his dad literally in his last moments was looking at a picture of his kid and like throwing away drugs and just wanting to basically ride this out and be left alone. Like he wanted to come back and do that for his son and be with his son, and like his son is never gonna know that. Like for him, his father is always gonna be like, went to jail and killed himself, and that's it. Like that makes me very angry. And so just like seeing Stringer in the same vicinity as that child brings rage.
The thing is, Stringer is gonna basically raise that child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think even if he found out how his father died, he's gonna be raised in this type of circumstances where he would be like, that's weak.
Well, yeah, that's why it makes me very angry.
But like, there is no going back, because like his mother is the one who is also in the game, like not selling the drugs or anything like that, but like profiting. She's the family, so like she is profiting off of that, you know. So in my mind, his son is gonna maybe continue being Avon. You know, he's gonna be raised to be in the business.
Yeah.
He's just gonna have advantages more if, I mean, it depends where the Barksdales go. Depends on if that continues happening. Because like if Avon, depends where Avon's character goes. Because like if he stays in jail or if he dies in jail or if, I don't know where his character, it's one or the other in my opinion. But like I don't know if Stringer is also gonna fall back, like there is not gonna
be anything to inherit.
Who is gonna inherit the business?
I
they
would love
have.
that.
Yeah,
I would like that. Would
when
make
you
me
think
feel
about
good
it,
for D, like to know that at least his kid doesn't have to grow up in this like type of an environment.
Just hopefully before that woman got money and runs away.
Like
you know?
Yes, but like the woman first needs to want to run away. Like she doesn't.
She would want to run away if she didn't see any profit from it.
Yeah,
because like this way, it's not like she can get money. It's not like where is she gonna work? What, you know? Like it's not like she can do any of that. She's also here.
Yeah.
So like the only thing she can get is money from Stringer, money from D, money for her family from the business that they live in. You know.
Yeah.
So like in my mind, it's not like she doesn't want it. It's not like she doesn't see it as a possibility at all. A lot of other things have also happened. We got murders on Danielle's accepted the murders. Like
so funny,
the thing is, like I love what our guys are doing right now.
Yeah.
And I love that the team is on, and I actually think they're working good. I think they're getting something.
It's easier to like
somewhere.
root for them when they're not like going and beating people up for no reason.
Yeah,
you know, like this season has been fucking solid in terms of like keeping police brutality to like a minimum. So like good for us. We have come at least one step.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that it's not about to go happen. Still enough time for them to go do that. But like for now, it's like it's easier to root for them
again
because like I need the Greek to fall down.
Yeah, and again I don't think we're working on the same type of cases. It's not like I don't think the homicide is the same as like the drug business.
Absolutely.
Because you know
I mean like, I agree, and like apparently the law doesn't agree with me. Because like the law says that you can do wiretaps for investigation on drugs. You cannot do wiretaps for investigation on human trafficking. Is that true? Is that actually the law? Because like this,
I mean,
like,
I don't know
seems,
if anything has
insane.
changed. It's been 20 years, but like I definitely don't think they have lied.
That's insane.
That is 100%
like that is
how it
literally
was.
Fucking insane.
It is. I was honestly shocked there for a moment.
Everything comes back to systemic racism because you cannot fucking. There is no explanation for this. There's no explanation that you put so much resources and everything that like so-called war on drugs that is like usually predominantly run in poor neighborhoods that like consist of black and brown people, and like you put more resources there and not like resources in fucking human trafficking. Like is the law still the same? Because like that's like insanity. There's no way, right? There's no fucking way. I keep getting fucking more shocked. This has nothing to do with anything, but literally what I read yesterday, I don't know if that's true, but like that fucking shocked me. In America, like if a teacher gets pregnant and like she doesn't get pregnant to like give birth during the summer holidays or whatever, she has to pay for the substitute teacher out of her own pocket.
Shocking.
What? Is everyone on God? Is everyone insane?
But they don't have in US. They don't have at all pregnancy leave.
Oh yeah, that's insane. That's also
so, like
just
in my mind,
insane.
That's not a shock.
No, yeah,
like just like not having paid maternity leave is fucking shocking. Here you can have
like
when you're pregnant, that's paid. Like you don't have to work when you're pregnant, and you have at least a year. And when it's third child, I think you get 2 years.
And like, let's just be clear. This is like a third world country. You know what I mean? Like this is, we have corruption on top of corruption on top of corruption on top of corruption. And like, yet still, you get maternity leave. You can get abortions. Our health system is not the best, but like it exists. You know what I mean? Like it exists.
Literally.
I don't have to pay for the ambulance to come and get me. You know? like there's just... America needs to look itself in the mirror because like it's fucking insane. Like it's a third world country with a Gucci belt. Like that is the complete fucking truth. But like yes, that was a shocking part to learn, that you can surveil for drug cases and not for human trafficking. Another another part of why I love this show is that it lets me know these things that are so fucking absurd. That like because, it wants honestly, to show you how absurd this is.
But honestly, I just like look at a show like as a documentary.
Literally.
Honestly, because like I truly believe that things are like this.
Well, didn't everyone say that like the creator for a long time worked in Baltimore? Like, was it a fucking like?
I don't remember honestly.
Like not reporter. I feel like it was something like he worked in Baltimore and like so he knows.
Yeah.
He just knows it well and he knows how it functions.
But like,
so,
that's why
it feels like a documentary.
Yeah, just because like he also what I remember reading is that like he also wanted to have so many actors from Baltimore because like so that like.
It would be authentic.
It would be very authentic, yeah.
Yeah, so like it would make sense that everything that why it appears like a documentary, because like everything just feels very much rooted in the truth. So yeah, we found that out. They can't do like a phone surveillance or whatever for the human trafficking or prostitution.
Yeah, but like our guys are working now together, and they did a lot, in my opinion, in this episode.
Did great.
I love when but like I love when I see their missions in action that like I actually think are not good.
Yeah.
You know, and I see them how they're making a trail and or trailing, I don't know how.
Following.
How they're following the guys without them noticing because they're switching cars and different officers are waiting and stuff like that. I enjoy seeing those types of missions. But at the end of the day, they did saw where the container, they also saw, but they did saw where the container went, and they saw who is also involved. That is Joe, who they know. Which is great. I honestly.
So like we are connecting Frank and the dogs to the distribution, to like the drugs that are distributed. Like Joe gets, I don't know who fucking else, but like they are connecting it to a much bigger organization.
To the drug, because like Joe is basically now getting drugs from there and distributing them in the Baltimore.
And that is the drugs that he also wants to give to.
But like technically he wants to get to give a percentage, in my opinion.
Not all.
Yeah, because he wants to get at least one tower where he is gonna sell the product that he bought, you know.
Yeah.
But like the other, he's gonna give some of the product to
a stringer.
Yeah.
I just feel like they connected a lot of things in this episode.
Yeah.
Like they just followed that one container.
I mean, they connected with the drugs.
They did a good job, of course. They did because Lester was on it. Like Lester was looking at the trucks. They figured it out. They like really. I can't wait for next episode to see like what they do from then, because like it connects to like just such a bigger issue.
Yeah.
Like sure, yes, drugs. But also, there's human trafficking happening. Okay, there's fucking human trafficking happening. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's like 13
dead, but like
14 dead
they
girls.
have also followed girls. Remember?
Yes, they have also followed, and they know where they are kept.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a 6th floor in some type of a hotel and whatever. They know that as well.
They can connect a lot of stuff. They're really on a good trail or lead or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's why Daniels accepted those 14 murders.
Yeah.
But like I think he's gonna solve them.
That's the thing. Like high risk, high reward.
I mean, yes, and I love that. Like the only reason why I didn't want him to accept them yet, I wanted him to accept them when he sees that he's gonna solve the murders, because like to get it off from rolls.
Yeah.
But like this way, I mean, at the end of the day, the result is the same.
Yeah.
He resolves murders. I mean, which is a very important thing, you know.
Yeah.
And Rolls gets nothing.
Yeah.
You know, but like Rolls is gloating right now because he's happy, and that not. I mean,
when it all gets solved, and
I can't
all
wait to see his face. Can't wait
to
exactly. Can't wait to see his face. Honestly.
That's gonna be great. Like I'm really happy with the investigation they're doing.
And we are watching as well Ridiculous Guys. Who are, like you said, have 2 brain cells that belong to
Carver. They're like Herc has nothing. Herc really just like fucking air.
No, Herc is just
air.
Like
there's fucking nothing. Nothing.
He's there to make us laugh. That's it.
Yes.
You know?
And make us
angry.
Yeah. Like that's
From
all he does. And like
exactly.
It's better than laughing. Not like just being pissed off.
I mean, I haven't been pissed off at him for a long time. I mean, again,
maybe we shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
maybe like now, next episode.
But like he didn't have an opportunity. He didn't break in the same circumstances.
Exactly.
We haven't watched that. Like he doesn't. It's not like he's regretting anything.
No, like he literally could wake up tomorrow and go to like a black neighborhood and like find some children to abuse because like he can, and I would not be shocked. You know, he's not a good person. Like he is kind of an awful person.
Yeah,
you know?
but I don't know about Press. Would he do the same?
I don't know. Press has come a long way.
I just feel like I don't know where his story is gonna go.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know, but like I just feel like it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
and I think he's at the end of the day.
I think there's like potential there for like self-awareness.
That's the thing. Like.
Whereas for her, there's like, I mean, he could be self-aware, but like he's not gonna do anything about it. Like he can be like, oh, I'm racist. Yeah, I'm racist.
No, he knows what he's doing wrong.
Yeah.
What he does wrong or something like that. But like,
not care less.
Does not change anything. But with Press, I just feel like there is a good story there that is happening, that it's hiding, and that I honestly, I'm excited to see his story evolve. We saw that Jimmy is still trying to get back together with his wife, where he didn't change anything, didn't do anything. Why would he be back together with his wife? Stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying that like I don't want it ever, even though like why would she ever accept that?
Like not in the next 5 years.
Because like I love when she told me, when she told him that like she does not trust him, because why would she? First she cheated on her. He was a horrible husband. He doesn't seem like he's a good and responsible father. Like, to trust him on what? Literally, where he didn't
like
change.
Everything that you would require from a partner, not even a fucking partner, like the father of your children.
Yeah.
Like, again, if it's just you, like you can make that dumb decision of like, sure, let me get back together with him. Let's see. But like when it's children involved, like you have to think further on it. And like he is truly, I love him. The last person I will have a family with. Like there's like, you can't trust him. You can't trust him. And that's the like we already here. Like, so we might just do damage control right now. And like the best thing for you to do is not get back together with him. Because he is not a changed man.
That's the thing.
He's not changed. Like if he tomorrow like stops drinking, like quits drinking, starts fucking therapy, starts like thinking about things and like why it was bad for him to like bring his children to like, he didn't bring them to a crime scene. I mean, like at some point he brought them to like with Omar to drive around, whatever, like bring them next to criminals. Like if he starts doing all that and like spends time thinking about that, regretting his decisions, thinking about what type of person he should be and what type of father he should be, and like putting his family above his work and everything, sure. We can then think about that potentially with enough time. But now
exactly, but like nothing has changed.
Absolutely nothing.
And
changed.
Again, yes, all of what you said, but at the same time as well with her. My opinion, he cheated on
Absolutely.
her. I mean, what did he do to after that? Like where did we see any regret? He continued sleeping with the same woman.
Yep.
That he cheated on her with. Yeah. He brought her in the court to fight against like all of the,
shameless.
You know what I mean?
Shameless.
Like why would you ever trust him after that?
I mean, he just feels lonely. And so he thinks like, oh, let me just get back to the family and so I will feel less lonely. Boy, you need to like, there's something going on deep inside that you need to address. And then, like, maybe you can become a decent partner and a father. Right now, you are not. You're a very good police. You're a very good police.
Very smart.
I think you're very charming. Like, I really enjoy watching you. Like, I have a soft spot for you. But everything else, my boy, can't. Like, it cannot be happening. So, like, let's just leave it be. Let's not force the girl. Just leave her be. No, he didn't. But like, let's get back together. Let's stop that. Stop asking her that. Like, not gonna work. Let's accept the fucking separation and like try to improve ourselves. Work on yourself. Another thing that we had was one of the like the more interesting things for me in this episode, which was Frank and his conversation with, I guess that's like a lobbyist, if I'm like understanding that correctly, whatever, the guy that he was giving money to for the union and whatever. There we see the whole issue and why we are where we are in every fucking case. Like why Frank is like working with such people, basically, because he really wants to keep this work alive and help all these guys, and kind of the work is dying. Technology is advancing, and so like that means a lot of loss of jobs in like specific fields, and like that is a thing that like, you know, has been happening in many fields, and like it's gonna continue happening. And like it's a very, like for example, for the dock workers, it's a tough position when you're like in the middle of it, because like there's so many people there who work who are like older, who like if they lose this job that they've been working for since like they were like 20 or something, they can't necessarily go and like search for something else. Like this is all they know, this is all they have. And so like it is a very difficult situation there, because like things are improving, and like things are improving in the terms of like it's gonna be safer. Like they like made it a point to like hurt a guy who's gonna like lose his leg that was working on the shipment yard. And like they said in Rotterdam or whatever, like they reduced the risk of injury by 60%. That is because like there is a lot less people working on it, but still like that is sort of where it is heading. It's not like an original thing. It's happening to like a lot of industries, and like a lot of jobs are just being sort of digitalized, and they have no need for people. And like it's a very tough thing, especially for the people who are in the job, who are gonna lose that job, you know, like people who have never entered it. If those positions don't exist in the future, like they're not in it, you know, they're not gonna search for those positions. But like for the guys that are in it right now, it's tough. And for Frank it's tough because like him working on the shipment yard as a Sabatka and everything, the shipment yard is very much connected for him to his like culture and upbringing, and like it is a difficult job, and people before him, apparently like his family as well, I guess, were working on it and continued working on it, and like he wants to keep it going. He said like it breaks my heart to think of a Sabatka not being on the waterfront, where on the opposite side you had this guy who was like talking about how his father was I can't remember exactly what type of position he said, but it was nothing like, he was not rich, like his father wasn't rich, he was nothing high up, and he said that my father worked very hard to give us a better life, to give us a life that's like wasn't, let's say, as difficult as his own job was. I mean, I think that's what you're required to do as a parent. And I think, again, it comes back to that's where Frank failed. I don't think he brought up his sons to like, or wanted to bring up his sons to like, oh, I want you to be better, do better. Because like for him, their future should have also been on the waterfront. And that's why Ziggy is the way that he is. And that's why Ziggy is always going to be very sad to me. Watching him is always going to be like, even now, everyone's like making fun of him. Everyone's like, it's very horrible to watch. I mean, everyone there is like kind of complicit and just like continuously knocking him down. I mean, he's an idiot. That's like, sure, that's the case, but like everyone just like makes him the butt of the joke as well. And that's it's a very sad thing, like that there's no escaping it, because his father is Frank Sabatka, and he wants for this to continue being like generational, for like Ziggy to go, for Ziggy's son to go, that is not where the future is headed. And secondly, like you cannot make those decisions for your own children. Like you need to let them be what they are, and like that's what his, I guess, older son left and did that, and like that's what Ziggy wasn't able to do, and that's why Ziggy is the way that he is. And so like what Frank was saying, like I was feeling sad for Frank, because like he really cares about this job. I mean, he cares about the people that are doing this job that are sort of like forgotten and looked down upon. He cares for that, and like he wants everything that he does is for them. Like nothing good is gonna come out of everything that he did. Like he was involved in human trafficking at the end of the day, you know.
No, yeah, definitely. The consequences are gonna come.
Yeah.
I mean, first, the consequences are Ziggy.
Yeah.
The consequences are Ziggy's life.
Yeah.
That is completely changed.
Yeah.
And like you said, everybody is making fun of him. But again, all of that starts from Frank.
Absolutely.
Everything starts from Frank.
Again, which is why I can't even be mad at
No,
you know what I mean? Like, there's no way.
Yeah, but like I definitely would love to have more scenes with Ziggy and his dad and Frank.
Yeah, me too.
And I would love at the end, like, I don't know, I'm not saying at the end when Frank dies or anything like that, like, but like I would love to have that scene where Frank apologizes maybe or tells his son something, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I would love that moment of like
him
just like realizing that was not the right way.
I mean either I think
children.
Even now he does realize it to some degree, definitely. I just think he thinks at the end of the day everything is gonna work out.
Yeah.
And this is everything he did for Ziggy.
Yeah, I mean, he means
it's
things
gonna
like
work out.
I give just this much money, just like he can't let it go. I think there's like supposed to be someone else that like runs the union, like that's what they're talking about, if I understood correctly.
Yeah,
he's like, give me another year, like give me.
But like after everything now, how could he let it go?
Of course, I mean,
like
he has been complicit in like the death of 14 girls. You know, he has done so many things, and for it all to just like being, I mean, he is working against the current. Like there's nothing he can do. There's really nothing he can do. It's just not like it's the way that the world is progressing, and it's a sad thing, but like it's even sadder to just like stay stuck in it and like drag your children also towards it. I mean, I don't have an answer for it, you know what I mean? I can just like say that like it is not, things just like simply don't work that way, because like technology is advancing, things are going to be changing in like this environment and everything. I don't know how you protect the people that work. Like I really don't know how you protect the people that work. They're going to lose their jobs, that are maybe not young enough to go and find something else because this is all they've known.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do with that.
Yeah.
So like that is the tragedy also that we're watching in this season. Yeah.
Honestly, that is a very interesting story of this season, in my opinion. To see how that all is gonna resolve.
I mean, how it's not gonna resolve as well, because like what is the solution here? You know what I mean?
No solution.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, 58 minutes. I think this is the usual.
I think that's enough.
I
think that's enough. Not that's it. Yeah. That's enough.
Yeah. Could have watched a whole other episode.
But this was a great episode. I loved everything about it. Yeah, honestly, so sad I can't watch another one. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very soon. Bye.